Near mint condition, the home of collected editions.
That cover's so awesome.
Absolute format is the best way to own this store. Time to empty those wallets and fill those shelves. Hey, all you minties! Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And join me today for my overview of the Something is Killing the Children Book 2 Deluxe Edition Slipcase from Boom Studios. So let's go ahead and get started. And welcome back, everybody. So here we have the latest Slipcase from Boom Studios, and it is Something is Killing the Children, Volume 2. We've had a Volume 1 released, I believe in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. There was a huge mishap with the slipcase, but then they started shipping out the slipcases later on. And I'm just showcasing the book itself. Right here at the very bottom, you have Boom Studios, and then the ISBN, and the retail price of this being $69.99. Now, it is also available in a hardcover format, and it's practically what's inside of the slipcase, and that is $49.99. Now, before I look at that, I wanted to put it side by side with Volume 1. So this is the slipcase edition of Volume 1. Not sure how you're going to face these out on your bookshelf, if it's going to be like this with the book spine out, but here it is. Boom Studios, Something is Killing the Children, James Tynion, Werther Dell'Edera, and Book 2. And same thing over here. And then, of course, in Volume 1, it's a silver foil right there, which you can see. When you hold it up to the light, you can see. It looks like it's actually painted on, but it's an actual foil. There we go. There's the foil stamp right there. And on the back of the spine of the book itself, and very similar to that of Book 1. Now, like I mentioned, the deluxe hardcover is available, and nothing fancy on the inside or at the top, in this format too. And this is the book that's $49.99, much like Volume 1 when it came out. And it honestly has a very similar design to Volume 1. Like the design of the mask that's right there, like part of the bandana, and it's embossed all the way, wrapping it here with that tattoo that Erica has, same as over there. And of course the flat spine, much like Volume 1. Alright, we are going to crack this book open, talk about the artwork in here, and of course the story. Check out the build, and check out the extras. Alright, let's go ahead and crack the book open. You have these, almost like a grainy look to this black end sheets right there. Something is Killing the Children, title page, Book 2, published by Boom Studios. And here are your credits, written by James Tynion IV. Werther Dell'Edera is the illustrations, and Miguel Muerto and World designs the lettering, which is freaking amazing. I don't think letterers get enough credit. Covers by Werther Dell'Edera, with colors by Miguel Muerto, and Something is Killing the Children, created by James Tynion IV and Werther Dell'Edera. Now, this book collects Something is Killing the Children 21 through 35, and it retails for, again, $49.99, and also $69.99, depending on which version you want. Now, if you're wondering, wait a minute, where are issues 16 through 20? Because if this collects issues 21 through 35, and the first book of these hardcovers collects issues 1 through 15, where are issues 16 through 20? Well, those issues will be collected later on. I believe it was James Tynion that's saying it will be collected in another hardcover, and that will also collect all the spin-off series too, like the House of Slaughter. So it's because probably it's the origin of Erica, and this is more about what is present day. And he is the creator, him and Werther Dell'Edera, so they can decide on where to put the books. So worry not, it will be collected in one of these one day. Now, I'm gonna have to talk about spoilers. So if you haven't read Volume 1, what are you doing here? What's going on? Okay, here's the really quick pitch. There's something that is killing the children, and then we have this amazing character known as Erica Slaughter that goes and kills monsters. She's a monster hunter. That's the pitch. All right. And now for a little bit of spoilers from Volume 1. So this is after the events of Archer's Peak, where we find out what monsters are killing the children. And now we've moved on. We've moved on from there, and again, moved on from that origin 5-part storyline to another location. And it's a place called Tribulation, New Mexico. And we get to meet a new cast of characters. Now, we do have the returning cast, too, like Erica and her little totem, the octopus, and Big Gary, who's kind of like her oracle that tells her what to do with monsters, kind of figures out things for her behind the scenes. They have a really good chemistry. So we kick it off with this young girl that's being picked up by Sheriff Carter, and this is Gabby. She has seen both of her sisters and her mom and her aunt be slaughtered, and she's dealing with that. And it's horrible, the things that she's seen. And the sheriff is trying to, calm her down, so he ends up taking her to this bar, Look of the Irish, that is ran by this young lady right here, and this is Ricky. And Ricky inherited the bar from her dad, who passed away, and Ricky had a history with Gabby's aunt, who passed away of cancer, which has a lot of ties to this particular story. So she promised Gabby's aunt that she would look after her one day. Like, no matter what, she would always keep an eye on Gabby. And she just found out that Gabby's family has been killed. Now, Gabby's aunt died a long time ago, like I mentioned, of cancer. And Sheriff Carter's like, look, we're still investigating the crime scene. We don't know what's going on. It is a bloodbath. By the way, if you haven't read this, and you can't stomach kids or animals being hurt, this is not the book for you. I kind of figured that goes without saying, but just in case. When the title is Something is Killing the Children, And it's also very gory. Lots of blood, lots and lots of violence. Like violence towards kids, violence towards everybody. So it's something very similar to what we saw in Volume 1 with Archer's Peak, when we got to meet a cast of characters and they were blaming the kid for killing his friends. What Gabby keeps seeing is this humanoid creature that has a mouth and is taking children away. That's all she keeps seeing. And then finally comes our main character, and that is Erica Slaughter. Now, Erica, from what we learned in the previous volume, she was part of the Order of St. George that trained her to be a monster hunter. However, she went rogue. She left the House of Slaughter, and she's joined by Big Gary. Well, it looks like the Order has figured that out, that she has gone rogue, and now they're sending somebody to take care of her from the House of Cutter. And that is this crazy lady right here, and she just goes by Cutter. She has been given the task to go and take care of Erica, no matter what. Pretty much just having to kill her. So Erica is here in New Mexico, and she's investigating what's going on. She's talking to Gabby, and of course, Gabby is this really strong character. Really reminds Erica a lot of herself when she was younger. And she has the connection again with her totem. This is the little octopus. But you get to find out more about the octopus in this volume, how they became a stuffed animal to begin with. And it's really interesting to see that dynamic and how it may have gotten started. Again, because what they did was put you here in modern day instead of taking you back. So if you haven't read those issues 16 through 20, which are a flashback, it's wonderful because you're still in the gray and hazy area of what exactly is going on. Why did Erica leave? Who are these people? So you get to meet some more people here from the Order and more people from the House of Slaughter. Let me just show you some of the action sequences right here, which are just, again, brutal, but just goes to show you just how much of a badass Erica is, just jumping into the fight. And again, like, adults can't see these monsters, so it's the kids that basically see the monsters. They're the ones that can see the horrifying things. And this particular monster is a duplicate, meaning that the more it eats, the stronger it gets. And the stronger it gets, the more it can mimic someone else's looks and appearance. And eventually adults can start seeing them too. Now, I mentioned Cutter, so I'm going to talk a little bit about this psycho lady. And Cutter comes from the House of Cutter, but she's just known as Cutter. She has her own totem, and that is this doll right here. Dolly. And through dialogue, you get to find out more about the black masks and the white masks that make up these different houses and what some of the rules are. And it's really interesting because it goes deep into the history without just laying it all out there. There's still a lot of missing things. And you get to find out a little bit more about this character here, Cecilia, and her relationship to Erica and also Big Gary. All told through dialogue here. There's really no flashbacks about her and who she was friends with and what her relations could be with Erica. But that's all I will say about this. It's a new monster. The entire book takes place in New Mexico. And again, it's all about Sheriff Carter and his deputies trying to find out who is going around killing the children. And at one point, it could, like, they blame Erica, of course, because there have to be twists and turns. And there are a lot of twists and turns in this. And the less I say about it, the better off. It's just a really fast read. I read it cover to cover just like an hour ago, and it's wonderful. I enjoyed it just as much as I did the first volume. And I will say that it is just as violent and gory and shocking as the first volume. So if you like the first volume, the first book, there's a lot more of that in here. Now, much like the first volume, the chapters are separated by these chapter breaks like this, chapter 7. So there is no cover. All the way in the back, much like book 1, there are no covers. It's just extras. And the extras here are the script to the page. So you get the script up here, and then the thumbnail sketches, the penciled art, and then the finished artwork. And that's it. So I don't know if they plan on publishing another book, like with just the covers, or maybe like the variant covers. I mean, they have enough. And the bio on the creators right here, James Tynion in the fourth, Werther Dell'Edera. And I love the fact that Miguel Muertos starts off with not dead, because Muerto is dead in Spanish. All right, let's talk about the binding of the book. So we do have sewn binding, 384 pages, and it is printed in this really thick, glossy paper stock, like the first one. Not very many spread pages, but they're fine. I mean, there's no gutter loss at all. Even though it has a flat spine, it lays over really nice. But that's it. That, as they say, is that. If you're interested in purchasing the Slipcase, don't forget to check out our sponsors.
If you're in Europe and you're interested in buying these books, definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices, flat shipping rate of €12 for all EU countries, emails answered within 24 hours, waltscomicshop.com, and you can use the code nearmintcon at checkout and get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order over €40. That's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ding!
cheapgraphicnovels.com, your online home for graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They have excellent shipping and prompt and helpful service. Check out their bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. And don't forget that CGN also takes pre-orders. That way you don't miss out on the hottest releases. And they are currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, after receiving your order confirmation email, reply back to that email and let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They will then apply a free shipping promotional credit to your next order in the US. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more. And that was the content, the page count, and build of this deluxe hardcover. Let me know in the comments down below if you are picking this up, if you have the trades, or if you're just getting the deluxe hardcover without the slipcase. If you have volume 1, what you think about the series, and how the spin-off series should be collected. You want to see them in this format. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. Everyone, stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.